Be torn between A and B.
今回紹介するフレーズは A と B で迷っているという意味で2つの選択肢の間で気持ちが揺れている状態を表すときに使います。どちらも魅力的で決められない、そんな時にぴったりの表現です。それではよく使われる場面を見ていきましょう。進路を迷っている時に使うとこんな感じです。A さんが
I'm torn between studying abroad and finding a job here.
留学するかこのまま就職するか迷ってると言うと B さんが
That's a tough choice.
難しい選択だねと返します。まさにどちらもいい選択だからこそ迷っている場面で B さんもどっちもいい選択だね、難しいねと共感の気持ちを示しています。カジュアルに食べ物を選んでいる場面でも使えます。A さんが
I'm torn between the burger and the pasta.
バーガーにするかパスタにするか迷ってると言うと B さんが
Both look good.
どっちも美味しそうと返します。be torn は感情的な言葉ではありますが、このような軽い迷いにも自然と使うことができます。恋愛など感情が揺れる深い迷いにも使えます。A さんが
She's torn between her career and her relationship.
彼女仕事と恋愛の間で悩んでるんだと言うと B さんが
That must be hard.
それは辛いねと言っています。この場合、トーンの心が引き裂かれるという意味がまさに言葉通りのニュアンスで使われていて、感情の葛藤や人生の選択にもぴったりはまる表現です。文の構造を見てみましょう。主語、B 動詞、torn、between、A and B。トーンは tear の過去分詞で、受け身の形。直訳で何々に引き裂かれている状態。between は2つのものの間を表します。つまり、B 動詞、torn、between は2つの選択肢の間で揺れている状態という構造になります。between の後ろには名詞だけではなく動名詞や名詞句も続けられます。例文を見てみましょう。
She's torn between Tokyo and Osaka.
東京にするか大阪にするか迷ってる。
She's torn between buying and renting.
買うか借りるか悩んでる。
She's torn between her love for him and her career.
愛と仕事の間で揺れてる。
He's torn between two offers.
2つのオファーで悩んでる。between は柔軟で、必ずしも and でつなげなければいけないという決まりはありません。文の形式よりも2つの選択の間という関係を意識するのがポイントです。よく混同されがちな confused between との違いについて解説します。confused between は情報が整理できない、頭の混乱でどっちがどっちかわからないという感覚を示します。一方でtorn between はどちらも大切で決められない心の葛藤を示します。つまり confused は思考の迷い、torn は感情の迷い。このように使い分けると英語のニュアンスがぐっと自然になります。最後に can't decide between との違いです。I can't decide は頭で考えても結論が出ない理性的な迷い。I'm torn between は心が引き裂かれるように悩む感情的な葛藤。この違いを意識すると英語の迷いの表現力が一段アップします。
She's torn between her job and her dream. They're torn between two universities. My parents are torn between moving and staying. I was torn between two offers last year. I'll be torn between traveling and saving money. You must be torn between your parents. I should have known you were torn between us. I'm not torn anymore. I wasn't torn at all. How torn are you between the two? How often do you get torn between work and family? I can't tell which one she's torn between. I wonder how he feels being torn between two sides. When you're torn between two things, trust your gut. After being torn for weeks, I finally made a choice. I'm more torn now compared to yesterday. I was wondering if you're torn between those options. Could you tell me what you're torn between? I'm torn between sushi and ramen. I'm torn between staying home and going out. He's torn between two job offers. We're torn between Tokyo and Osaka. I'm torn between comfort and style. She's torn between her parents' opinions. I was torn between laughter and tears. I'll be torn if they both invite me. I'm torn between honesty and kindness. They're torn between two schools for their kids. I'm torn between two colors. She's torn between moving abroad and staying home. I'm torn between coffee and tea. We were torn between helping and staying out of it. I'm torn between buying it now or waiting for a sale. He's torn between his duty and his heart. I was torn between fear and excitement. I'm torn between two friends who are fighting. I'm torn between logic and emotion. I'll be torn between two concerts that day. I'm torn between staying silent and speaking up. I'm torn between saving and spending. We're torn between two vacation spots. I'm torn between two amazing choices. I'm torn between saying yes or no. I'm torn between doing what's right and what's easy. I'm torn between helping others and focusing on myself. She's torn between love and pride. I'm torn between two versions of myself. I'm torn. They're both too good to choose. You don't improve your English just by learning more and more. Your conversation skills take off when you can instantly pull the right phrase out and use it. On this channel, we post focused lessons, one phrase per video. We break down how to use each phrase in real-life situations and share tips for sounding more natural like a native speaker. If you want to turn your English from what you know into what you can use, make sure to subscribe and level up your speaking skills with us.